Hello there again everybody, welcome back to the Eden Audio YouTube channel. My name's Adam and I'm the owner at Eden Audio. Eden Audio are a hi-fi dealer, distributor who are based in Somerset in the United Kingdom. For those of you who've been following the channel regularly, you will know we've been undergoing a rather interesting little project here at Eden Audio where we're trying to convert a tired old tatty garage into a nice comfy cozy listening hi-fi demonstration room. But not only that, I wanted to also add a kind of smallish home cinema system, a kind of small 5.1 home cinema system. So obviously to make a home cinema system I'm going to need to buy a television. And that is what we're going to be discussing in this upload. But I'm going to get back to that a little bit later. So hang around to see what I've got as a short list of TVs that I'm considering to add to this room. But before we get to that, I'd just like to show you a little update we had that happened just yesterday. And if you would have noticed the difference from the last upload I made, you will now notice we've got this rather attractive piece of hi-fi or AV furniture there in front of us. This I bought from a brand or a company called Roseland. I've actually bought their furniture before in this property and I've been pretty happy with the furniture that they offer. I really do like the effect of having natural wood, like a natural oak kind of finish. I much prefer this type of finish over probably the more common use of people deciding to use glass. To be honest with you, I'm not that keen on glass being used as hi-fi furniture or AV furniture. Like I said, I do prefer that sort of natural warmth of wood. Obviously, it's not real wood, but it gives that kind of woody effect. As I say, for me personally, I find it much more cozy and comfortable and relaxing having wood instead of glass. As I say, it arrived yesterday as a flat pack, and personally speaking, I absolutely detest flat pack furniture. It means I have to do a little bit of DIY, and I hate DIY. In this instance, it was only banging together, let me see, 12 screws or so. So it only took me about an hour or so, but even then I managed to end up with sore fingers. But the end result, I must say, I'm pretty well pleased with it. I think it looks very, very nice indeed. Now, there's only one or two minor little problems with this piece of furniture, and that is I would have wished that it was about 3 or 4 inches taller. And the reason that I think it would have been better if it was 3 or 4 inches taller, it means it would have given me a little bit more space in these two shelves that I've got there, which, as you can see quite clearly, are rather on the narrow side for an AV piece of furniture. What this means is that I would have liked to have put a slimline AV amplifier in there, and also I was kind of hoping that I could get that center channel speaker in there as well. But as I say, unfortunately it's slightly too small, it's slightly too narrow there, which means at the moment the only sort of products I can put there, as you can see there, at the moment I've got the very slim Orn S-series range of products. Apart from that, as I say, the furniture looks absolutely gorgeous. Very, very pleased with it. It makes the room look very nice and cozy. If I stand back here a little bit, you can just see how nice it's all coming together, looking very, very nice indeed. Now this is the center channel speaker I'm planning on using. It's from the brand Audio Maxim. It's got a lovely EMT tweeter in it. You can see from the side there it's quite slimline. Lovely black gloss finish, so I could pick up all those lovely little finger marks. So that's what I'm planning on using as my center speaker. For the AV amplifier, I've got in mind Marantz. The Marantz, I can't think of the name of the model off the top of my head. I was looking at it just the other day. Marantz Cinema lines, Marantz Cinema 30, Cinema 70. Can't remember exactly what the model was, but it's a slimline AV amplifier. And like I said, I was planning on putting it in those shelves there, but unfortunately I'm unable to. So I'm going to have to scratch my head and sort of have a little rethink on what I can do. But let's get back to why you actually called and what we're going to talk about this morning, and my plans of putting what TV shall I place there on that piece of furniture. That piece of furniture is 120 or 1 meter 20 centimeters in width. That basically means I can put a TV from approximately 48-inch TV up to a 55-inch TV. The only downside of putting the 55-inch TV is that, as I said, this rack is 1 meter 20 centimeters in width, and a 55-inch TV comes in at 1 meter 22. So obviously you're going to have a slight overhang on the edge of the furniture, which I think personally it's not going to look particularly nice. Also, what I thought I had in mind, should I say, is that personally I think, even though we all like a lovely big screen, don't we, I think that a 55-inch TV in this room might kind of overpower the room. If you see where the piece of furniture is compared to where the seating position is, if I just move across here, that's where I'll be listening or watching a movie, and that is where the TV is. So you can see it's not a huge distance. It's probably only about 2.5 meters to 3 meters. So personally I think a 55, as nice as it sounds, is going to be slightly too big when you take the room size into consideration and the furniture into consideration. I just think it'd be slightly overpowering the room and the furniture. Now I've made a short list of 3 TVs which I'm considering, and I'm going to throw it out there to you, so give me some feedback in the comments. Let me know what you think of the 3 TVs I've currently got in mind. The first TV I've got in mind, I've got on a little list here. I had to write it down because I'm not going to remember all the model names and the sizes and the prices, etc. So bear with me. The first one is Hisense. Why Hisense? The reason I put Hisense on the list is because I've actually got a Hisense at the moment in the property. It's a TV that I bought 8 years ago, and it's given me no grief whatsoever. In the whole of the 8 years I've had it, it's worked absolutely flawlessly. The only problem, well, it's not even a problem, the only sort of little niggle I've had with it is that the operating system, like most smart TVs, slow down after a while. To remedy that little problem, all I did was bought an Amazon Fire Stick with their operating system, and the TV carried on as normal. Absolutely perfect, no problems with the Hisense at all. It's a 49-inch TV. The picture quality on it's okay. It's not mind-blowing. It's not going to blow you away. I've seen bigger TVs, more expensive TVs that look a lot worse. I think it's a VA panel. As I say, it's for 49-inch. If you look at it head-on, it's a perfectly fine image. Very, very watchable. If you look at it from an angle, then the picture just falls apart. It just becomes completely washed out. But how many of us watch TV at a funny angle? We don't, do we? We sit there in front of it. As I say, you sit in front of the Hisense and the picture is perfectly acceptable. Like I say, it's not going to blow you away. Your jaw's not going to drop to the floor at it, but you can watch a film and enjoy it. So that's the first model brand that I've got in mind. It's the Hisense. It's a very highly reviewed model that they got at the moment. It's a mini LED screen, and it's the U7N. Like I said, that comes in a 1 meter 22 centimeters, so slightly overrun that piece of furniture. unfortunately, and that's currently on sale at £599 at Amazon. The next TV that I was considering is another brand like Hisense, where 10 years ago we'd never heard of them. Everybody was buying Samsungs or Pioneers. That's all changed. Nowadays Hisense and TCL seem to be taking over the sort of budget end of the market, and the model that I had in mind is the TCL Q6. Again, this is a 55-inch TV. Again, it's mini LED, and that is currently, I think, in AO or Amazon for just a very, very attractive price, I must say. Just £499, which is a fantastic bargain. The third TV is from LG, and again they're sort of number one when it comes to OLED TV, and this TV is an OLED TV, and it's the very, very popular 48B. Now this is slightly smaller at 1.7 meters, so it means that it's not going to overrun that piece of furniture, and it's not going to sort of overpower the room so much, but it is a smaller screen at only 48 inches. What would you do? Would you go for the bigger 55? As I say, we all like a big, massive, immersive image, don't we? But as I say, the LG is smaller at 48 inch, but it is an OLED screen, and we all know how beautiful those OLED screens look. But is there really a big, massive difference between the OLED and the mini LEDs? I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in your comments. Is it worth going for the OLED screen? That model is currently, the LG 48B is currently on sale at Richer Sounds and a very attractive £649. So it begs the question, which TV do you think I should go for? I'm really struggling. I'm in and ahhing. I'm thinking 55's too big for this room, but I do like to have a big screen. Or do I go for a better quality screen but slightly smaller at 48 inch? Which one is it? Your head or your heart? One's, you know, they're fighting with each other. Which one do I go for? Come on, let me know in your comments. Give me a hand. Help me to decide. So that's the situation I've got at the moment. As I say, I'll probably match that to a Marantz AV amplifier. It'll only be a basic 5.1. So as I say, I'm not going for ultra high end 9.2 and 2 subwoofers or 4 subwoofers or Atmos speakers in the ceiling, blah blah blah. Not interested in all of that. Just want a simple home cinema setup. So that would be the loudspeaker channel I'll be using that for Audio Maximum. I think it looks absolutely beautiful, that. So there we have it. That's what's going on at Eden Audio. That's these big life decisions I've got to make. Goodness me, the decisions one has to make in one's life. It's terrible, isn't it? Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. I hope you like what we're doing here at Eden Audio. Please give us some feedback. Like to know people's opinions all the time. The good, the bad, the ugly. It's always good to take on board other people's opinions of what you're doing and their ideas. Once again, thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, have a great day, and keep listening to that music. See you soon. Bye bye now.